Hey guys, welcome back. We are back at the Northwest Flower Garden Show here in Seattle, and today is shopping day, which is probably one of my favorite days, and I can't wait to see what we're going to find today. And there's going to be 5 things that I'm looking for. Number one is going to be dahlias. You guys already know I am here for all of the goodies, so we're going to be doing that first. Number two, we are going to be looking for seeds because garden shows is where you can find some really cool, unique, and specialty seeds. Number three are going to be garden tools. I am such a sucker for a good garden tool, something that's going to make our job easier. And there's always something new and fun coming out. So we're going to be looking for that. Number four is going to be a house plant. Now, these shows are where these house plant people, you know who you are, this is where they bring the big guns. They are going to be bringing all of the rare things and all of the beautiful things that we don't normally find at our garden center. So I'm excited to see what we're going to find. We might get something super rare. We might just get something kind of basic, but beautiful. And then number five is going to be a treasure. This is where I kind of lean into the antique markets and see what I can find. I know already there's quite a few vendors at this show that are antique stores. So I am eagerly waiting and patiently waiting to go in there and see what we're going to find. So let's just jump right in. Our first stop is going to be at Dan's Dahlias. You guys know Dan. He's Dan the man. We did a tour with him and he's absolutely magnificent. This is what I call the Dahlia wall. There are so many interesting and beautiful varieties in here. And I like coming to the show because I get to touch the tubers and see what I'm buying, which is very exciting. One thing I really love about Dan's stand is that everything is categorized. So if you know what you're looking for, you're going to go straight to it. They're going to break it up by size, by variety. They're going to show you which ones are show winners. So everything is labeled so perfect. And you're going to be, again, just driven into that right area that you need to be. For me, you guys know I love the ball varieties. Those are probably my favorite, but there's a couple of interesting ones that I'm really curious about. And I'm going to show you what those are. And I think we're going to be picking some of those up. So here is one that I'm actually super interested about. It's Octopus Sparkle, and it's not a ball variety. It's one, I think this might be an anemone, but look at how beautiful that structure is. And I think a lot of florists and people are really just getting into like these unique forms of dahlias. So I am actually going to get this one. This looks very, very, very different. And it is a new variety. I haven't seen it in person. I haven't seen other people talk about it. So she is definitely coming home with me. Another one that I'm really excited about is this urchin one. Again, very different in terms of the structure of the dahlias that I normally go for. But this also looks very fun. And I'm excited to design with this one. And then I have Holly Hill Spider Woman. Now I am hearing that a lot of people are getting excited about this. A lot of the Dahlia girls are getting real excited about this one. So I am definitely going to take this home, and I'm actually going to start this right now and take cuttings from it because I'd like to have more of these in our garden. So she's definitely coming home with me as well. If you're looking for tried and true, the Cornell is amazing. Chef's Kiss. Pink Ivanetti is also amazing. Such a good bloomer. One of my favorites that always makes probably my top 10 is going to be Caitlin's Joy. This one is so good. Like Chef's Kiss, this one is very, very good. I would definitely recommend that one. Another one that I got that I am excited about that's going home with me is this Moore Place. Look at how dark that palm is. Very unique. They're going to be smaller blooms and it's going to be a shorter plant. So if you're looking for something to go in containers, something like that is what you want to find. You can plant dahlias in containers, the bigger varieties too, but the smaller ones tend to do a lot better because they don't need a lot of staking like some of the dinner plates do. So you can do like a small tomato cage or peony cage and it'll be just fine. So if you're going to grow in containers, I would recommend like a 3-footer, maybe a 4-footer. You can do the bigger ones too. I've done it before, but it's just a little bit more challenging to keep them staked up. So let's see what else we're going to find in terms of dahlias, but I already have a stash behind Dan's desk that I'm waiting to pay for. The second stop for dahlias is going to be at Anne Long's gallery. You guys know Anne. We did an interview with her. She's from the Dahlia House. And Anne, she does beautiful, beautiful things. Not only can you buy ranunculus and anemone corms here, you can buy dahlias. They also have some pottery for sale. And the biggest thing that Anne released this year are going to be prints of these amazing photographs. So if you guys are interested in buying any of her prints, I believe they're going to be online for sale. I'll make sure to link it down below in the description box. Here's just some preview of all of the prints that you can buy from Anne. Again, just everything is just so delicate and beautiful. I know Anne is going to have a lot of different varieties, but Anne is the girl that you're going to come to if you're looking for special things. She's got some really amazing unicorns. There's a couple in here that I'm putting aside that I'm going to be picking up. One of them is going to be, where is she? Okay, blah, 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 blah. Where is she? One of the ones that I'm definitely going to pick out is Nadia Ruth. I saw this when we interviewed Anne, and she's very, very beautiful. Shaggy Chic, they sold out, but I'm going to order this one when she releases her Dahlia sale. I also picked up Creamy. Very excited about this one. We grew it last year, but I just want to have more of it. And then Miss Amara. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous dahlia. Unfortunately, ours had a disease, so I had to get rid of it. So I am going to replace it this year with a new one.
I like the pink pearl. That's a really nice one.
Yeah, pink pearl is gorgeous. Very delicate, very girly, soft.
Room in your garden for a pink pearl for me?
Yeah, of course I'll have room for a dahlia for you. For dahlias, we'll always have room. Are you kidding? Again, she's not only selling prints, she's also doing these gorgeous wall murals. So if you have a room, an office, a bathroom even, that you want to do something very exciting and interesting, look at the wall murals that Anne is going to offer. I was talking to you guys about pottery that Anne is offering, and this is actually Pots by Emma. Let me see how I can open this. Here we go. And Emma is Anne's daughter, and she is an amazing artist. So we are definitely going to pick up some of her pottery. Again, these are handmade, small batch. Look at how beautiful these compotes are. They are so well made. And as a florist wannabe and a designer, this is exactly what I like to design with. I don't like things that are going to be too large. I like things that are simple. This is like a nice white. This will go with anything. So we are definitely going to get some of her pottery. This is also very beautiful. Something a little bit taller, if that's more of your vibe. This is so stunning. I love it so much. All right, moving on to seeds. We are here at Wild Dreams Farm and Seed. I am very, very excited about this company. They have some really cool varieties of seeds that I haven't seen out yet. You guys know we typically order from Johnny Seeds, but I don't always find all of these unique fruits and vegetables and flowers, but I do find them at companies like this one. So let's see what they have that we can add to our garden this year. So you guys know you can never have too many flowers. I'm going to be your friend that is always going to enable you to get more flowers into your garden. One of the things I'm really excited about here is going to be the zinnia mix, rosy pink blush mix zinnia. This looks like a very good mix. I'm excited about that a lot. The other one is Earl Grey Larkspur. Look at how pretty that is. I like that. And can we just talk about the seed packaging, how beautiful it is? Like, I love when people pay attention to detail like this. Like, aesthetics is a lot. It means a lot to me because I want everything that I do in my garden to be beautiful, even down to the seed packet. I know that's silly, but trust me, it makes a difference and it's all part of the experience. So I'm looking at her veggies, and one of the things that I'm really excited about is the tomatoes. You guys know I am a tomato fiend. I love tomatoes so much. Here's one that I haven't seen yet, Ukrainian beefsteak tomato. That looks beautiful. That looks like it's large and in charge. And I was actually just talking to her. She said these don't crack like some of the other bigger varieties. So I am definitely going to get one of these. There's also Burner Rose beefsteak. That just looks very pink. This to me looks like it's going to be a very good sandwich tomato. So we're getting this one as well. Here's a squash that I'm really interested in. Maxima Mashup Winter Squash. We like to tuck squash plants in our garden, which I know gets kind of wild, but if you have an area to do squash in your garden, this will be really beautiful. You know why I like stuff like this? Is because it's fun to decorate with. Obviously, when we grow squash, we're growing it with the intent of eating it. But you guys know when we get to like that fall time, I am buying pumpkins and squash like crazy to decorate with, and then we eat them throughout the winter time. So this looks very interesting to me. All right, guys, we made our way to the Epic booth, and there's a lot of epic things going on in here. We actually met Kevin and Jock yesterday, hung out with them. Amazing, amazing duo. Now, you guys know about botanical seeds. You guys know I talk about them all of the time when we're buying flowers and some different veggies, but what I'm really excited about are the new seeds that Kevin just released. So these are going to be sorry, there's John Christensen. I swear I've been in like his bubble all day, every day. So I want to see what they have that's really interesting over here. All right, starting out again with the tomatoes. Good packaging. This is really nice. There's a lot of information in the back, which I love that because some of us are new to growing veggies and to gardening in general. So the more information I can get on a seed packet, the less research I have to do, the happier I am. I am really excited about this Chadwick cherry. I haven't grown this before. I don't know if you guys have. If you have, let me know. I want to buy something that's very, very sweet. So I'm going to check with them to see if this is a sweet variety. There's also a tropical sunset. That looks really, really fun. I am such a sun gold girl. That's my tried and true cherry tomato and the one I grow the most. But I want to branch off this year. I want to try something different. So let's see if this is going to be worth it. So you can see they have pumpkins, a lot of different leafy lettuce, carrots. I need to step up my carrot game. Beets. Love that. Dwight, yeah. Shout out to Dwight. And then, oh, here we go. Here's the good stuff. We have flowers. We have bachelor's button, polka dot mix, red cherry marigold. Love that. Tip top mix of nasturtium and some beautiful, beautiful sunflowers. Earthwalker. Let's see. They also have zinnias. Okay. State Fair mix. I can tell those are going to be very bright and colorful. Very, very exciting. Okay, guys, so we're moving into the tool space and we're here at Power Planter, which you guys have seen me use their products when we plant trees. I am looking for something for 1 gallon containers. Do you have that? Because we plant like maniacs.
And we do have it.
Okay.
You ready for the bad part?
No, don't tell me you don't have it.
I don't have it here. You want to know why?
Why?
Because we had 3 people walk up yesterday and they said, oh, and I said, yeah, it does 1 gallon. And they threw it over their shoulder like really cool people and walked out. But
okay,
we do have it. It's a 7-inch auger.
Okay.
Now I will say this too.
Yes.
If you do, and I'm not a dancer, just ask my wife.
Okay.
if you just have a standard 18-volt drill, like most homeowners, if you get a 3-inch auger like this, you can drill down and just ream it like this, or do 3, so you go, or do like 3 holes in a triangle, and you'll have a gallon to 2 gallon pot. You see.
So this is also probably going to be good if you guys like don't want to lift heavy things.
Right.
It's like maybe a little bit hard for you. I know that can be a challenge for some people. This is probably the way to go then. Yeah. Right? Okay.
Yeah, because to get for you, you can get the bigger drill and all that. That's cool. It's a 60-volt drill. We have that too. And a 7-inch auger. But for typical, we're going to go plant 3, 4, 5 shrubs. Okay. Use your 18-volt drill, get a 3-inch auger, and you can just do a couple holes or ream them out.
Okay. Go ahead. Drill. Oh yeah, Sergey gets a new drill because I have wrecked his drill planting bulbs. Mud. We planted a bunch of bulbs together. You guys remember, right? And it's wrecked. So if you don't have a power planter, you should definitely invest in one. I used to be like, I don't need that. I got a shovel. I'm better than that. And then I used one and I was like, psych, I really need more. So definitely worth the investment. Again, in terms of gardening tools, if you want things that are going to speed up the job and make it more enjoyable, this is how you're going to do it. Here's a tool for the garden. You can buy a greenhouse. Okay? And if you can buy a greenhouse, but you need a space to stay warm during the wintertime, why not a heater like this? This is Tiva heater. I don't know the company, but we walked by and I thought we do so many videos on our deck during the wintertime when we're doing seed starting, when we're planting winter planters or spring planters and it's cold and frigid. Look at this. Instead of having a little space heater, you have this on your deck. This is genius. Sergey, put it on the list, Christmas list. We're doing it. I love the concept of this. Amanda's going to tell us something really quick. Go ahead.
So we're the only waterproof heater on the market.
So you guys, can you spray that again?
Can
you
just show them? So rain, snow, sleet, dirt, dust, doesn't matter. Spray it on down to clean it, or if it's in the rain on a patio, it doesn't matter.
That is a game changer. This is perfect.
Absolutely.
This is perfect for every gardener.
Absolutely.
Every gardener needs this. We are now getting into the houseplant sphere. We are in front of the plant farm and they always bring the most beautiful and rare plants. So I want to get in there and I want to see what special items we can find. So right when we walk in, look at these beautiful hanging Ashenensis. This is a tide pink one. Just look at the leaf structure. These are so cool. I never see these at garden centers. This is very interesting. I love this a lot. And this is going to flower, I think. I believe it is a flowering one. Yes, yes. That's beautiful. Here is a really beautiful string of pearl, but look at how they've planted it.
Little heart.
This is like a little heart. This is a really great way once they get out of control and they really start hanging. Obviously, you can cut them and propagate them. They're really easy to propagate. But why not do something like this? Instead of doing an ivy, use a string of pearls. This is really cool. Look at this beautiful Monstera Tide constellation. $39.99. That is a really good price for these. You guys know we like variegated monsteras and it's always hard to find them. And sometimes it's hard to find them for a good price. Let me clarify that. You can find them in a lot of places, but for a good price, it can be a little bit tricky. But $39.99, we're taking all of them. Just kidding. If we come over here, this is one of my favorite areas. I call this the plant drawer. You literally pull it out and you buy all of the beautiful plants. Look at how fun that is. And only at the show are you going to find setups like this. This is so, so cool. Look at these begonias. Wow, wow. These are so pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh, dang. Look at this one. Oh, I love that. Begonia Rex. These were such a big deal a couple of years ago. So many of my garden friends were really getting into these. I would love to get this one. My gosh, look at that. They have birds of paradise up here. Little baby ones. Oh, so cute. I didn't even know these grew as houseplants like this. I'm so used to seeing them in tropical gardens.
I know they have the really big ones.
They do, but this is obviously a different, probably a different species of them. Wow, very cool. It's a quick little plant that doesn't get enough attention, but it's actually a beautiful, beautiful one. This is a jewel orchid and it flowers, these little white flowers. We used to have one before I killed it. But if you look closely, and you're probably not going to be able to see it through this camera, but it just kind of glows. Look at that. It's kind of like iridescent. It's so, so pretty. And these kind of tend to just like fall over. They grow really nicely. The one that I had, it didn't get a ton of light, but it was still doing pretty good. But I am actually interested in maybe getting another one of these because they are such beautiful and unusual plants to have as part of your collection. All right, this is very interesting here. This is Andy's orchids, and I've seen them probably every year at the show. They always come and they bring the most like unusual specimens of orchids. So if you're in the market for something, I believe you can order online. I'm not too sure, but you can check out their website, Andy's Orchids, and they just have a plethora of different varieties in here. And I think they're so interesting because they already come mounted. But if I take this one out, look at this. It's just plug and play. For something like this, you're paying $26. But I think this is so interesting and so like architectural almost like an art piece.
Did you notice that when we were in Brazil?
Yeah.
That, they would take the orchid and moss and just like tie it to the tree.
Exactly. Exactly. And so you're kind of emulating that here, right? Because you're not probably going to get this, you're not going to put this on your trees because it's just not the climate, but you can just hang this on the wall somewhere or even like maybe like a little book stand. That would be cool. Like you have your books and you have these at the end, bookends. That'd be real cool. I don't know if that's heavy enough, but something to consider. Here is something very exciting too with the houseplant sphere. A lot of really beautiful succulents. I'm seeing a lot of cactus. If you're looking for interesting things, like I don't see these guys at our garden centers. And look at that color. That is magnificent. I love this so much. Oops, don't want to tip it over. This is very beautiful.
I think this is my favorite right here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You guys. Yeah. Oh, we might need to bring this home. This is a Euphorbia burpler Polia? Did I pronounce that right? Probably not. That's really cute. I love that. Oh my gosh. These are always so fun. Wow, wow, wow. All the fun stuff. If you guys like fairy gardens, look at all of these cute things. Wow. Very cool.
Packaging is legit.
Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at her packaging that plant. Oh my gosh. I love that. This is rose lint. Love that. Excited. Yay. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yay. Hey, we got a new baby. All right, friends, we are now heading into the treasure hunt. This is where we're going to find antiques. I am getting all of the butterflies and all of the excitement because I cannot wait to see what we're going to find. First stop is at Details Home and Garden. We actually did a whole video of us antiquing a while ago in Poulsbo, and that was so much fun. And this is one of the shops that we went to. And he always brings so much interesting things that you probably haven't even seen at his store yet. He's always bringing in a bunch of new product to the show. And that is the other thing. A lot of these antique stores, they get special things for shows that you're not going to see in their store first. So it's always a good idea to go to a garden show because you can really find very, very unique antiques. Right away, I am just picking up on all of the aesthetic of his store. I mean, it's so good. Even like little things like this, a little bench broom for like a potting bench. Look at how cool this is. I would love to have this. I love the aesthetics of anything like this. Love this old table. Some really fun pots over there. He's mixing in new with old, which is always interesting. These are the kind of pieces, I mean, that I get excited about. You don't typically see things like this anywhere. This would be really beautiful to add to a garden. The pots too, he always has the best pottery. Look at how gorgeous this is. Wow. That's stunning. I love that. We swing around here. Here's something that's becoming a very popular in kitchen design are these breadboards. All of the homegirls are bringing these into their design. This is a huge element to add into your kitchen. It could be a really sweet backdrop. You can stack a couple of these together. I love that look so much. All right, stepping into Vintage Curated Company. There's a lot of really great things in here. I am really excited. The first thing I am seeing is our queen, Martha Stewart. Hello. I haven't seen a copy of this book in forever. God, that's how beautiful Martha is. Wow. This is so cool. Out of print. Oh my gosh. We might need to buy this. Oh, Nelly.
Is your own treasure item?
I only get one treasure?
Obviously.
Oh,
45?
okay. 45.
Buy it.
Wow. Is it worth it, guys? Do we do this? Is this going to be our treasure? What if I see something else? One treasure? Yes, because we're trying to stick to a list, okay? We're going to stick to a list. We're going to be good. Let's continue looking. I haven't seen anything like this. Vintage Japanese small planter. I don't know if you guys have seen these before. I've never seen them. These are very, very pretty. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It just says Japan on the bottom. That is cool. You guys know I'm going to look for a good compo. Oh, another good book. If you guys don't know this about me, I am the biggest coffee table collector. I love a good coffee table book. This is a good one, English Country Style. I feel like I have a copy of this somewhere. It's bad when you don't know what you have anymore. Oh, wow, that is cool. I would turn that into a container and do an arrangement in there. I like that. I do feel like that Martha book might be the winner, but I just want to check out one more stand to see what they have. This is called Highway 9. All right.
Hold on. You caught me eating a sandwich. That's not fair, especially since he's recording.
All right. I just came across a gold mine. We are at Highway 9 Antiques. You guys need to follow them on Instagram. I am so excited about this place. We're going to be doing some things together. Just come on in and look at the beauty of this place. We're just talking about this piece. You know how you could use something like this? Buy it, make a beautiful container, display your container on here. So now you're adding antique, you're adding a different texture into this design, you're adding height to your container. How gorgeous would a piece like this look on your patio or in your entryway? And guess what? They sell online. There goes all of my money. All of my money is now gone. Look at all of these cool pieces that Kobe has. This is all so interesting. So let's continue over here. One of the things that I always love is just finding little baskets like this, because this is perfect for a potting bench. Again, we're talking about the aesthetics of gardening. It's a whole process. It's not about just having functional things, but it's about having beautiful things. So even having something like this in your potting bench where you put your pruners, your dirty, gross pruners, I know I have them, or your gloves, something like that, just put that up there and like, it totally transforms the space. You know how when you see beautiful farmers and they have like this really beautiful backdrop, especially like in the English gardens, this is how we're going to recreate that in our own way in the Northwest. Okay, we're going to buy antiques, we're going to zhuzh up our potting bench, and our husbands are going to love it and they're going to pay for it. Wait. Sergey has something to say.
No, you're just talking about backdrop and everything. Yep. And I'm just like looking here through the camera, looking at the backdrop, looking at you, looking at your jacket, your hair. I'm like, oh, it's a perfect backdrop for you. You know, so some areas it's a lot of contrast, but here I'm like, yeah, it's a good fit.
Yeah. So are we buying everything here? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Almost. We almost got him. Almost. All right, one more little thing that I'm really, really excited about for the kitchen. Anytime, and really anywhere, anytime you find a little footed stool like this, you can put this in your kitchen. You can put all of your olive oils, your vinegars, all of the beautiful things. And look at how aged it is. I like that. I think this is very beautiful. It could also be like a little stand for a flower arrangement. You could also put this in a bathroom. Obviously, you'd want to have something a little bit smaller in your kitchen with your soap dispenser, your lotions. That would be so beautiful. One last thing that I want to shout out is this table in the back here. Look at how pretty that is. When you're shopping for antiques, always find out if what they're displaying their antiques on is able to be bought, because this is a beautiful, interesting table. Oh my gosh. And it's like, it's the perfect height too. So you can sit here and pot things up, make an arrangement. Look at how pretty that is. Wow. Love that so much. Colonial oil lamp. It's a little oil lamp. I've never seen something like this before. Wow. That is really, really cool. All right, come on in to First Pick Design. There's a lot of really fun things going on in here. These glass cloches, look at how beautiful these are. And actually, this is really cool. I collect beetles and butterflies, anything like that. That would be fun to buy. I like this place because it's bringing in a lot of antiques from all over. This is not just like gardening. There's a lot of really pretty decorative pieces, very interesting, not typical like to the places where I typically shop. They really have a variety of all different things. There are these little cork stands that we're finding. I'm not sure what the use for them is, but you can again use this as a little stand for soap, a sponge maybe on your kitchen.
I see it like on top of a fireplace.
Ooh.
Okay, like one stacked on top of another, and then put like a little tiny pot.
That would be cute.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you're adding a little bit of texture. Look at you with the design tips, Sergey.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, that will do it for today's video. I had so much fun shopping with you guys. I hope you did too. I can't wait to go home and look at all of my treasures. I'm going to show you exactly what I bought. I cannot wait to start using some of them too. And of course, the dahlias that we got. Oh my gosh. Like, can it be Mother's Day already so we can get ours out in the garden? So anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. All right, we just got home and I wanted to show you guys everything that we got. It was such a long drive. I'm just so happy to be home, and I quickly ran to see my seeds, and all of my seedlings are doing great, which is great. So let's go down the list and look at all of the things that we purchased. Let's start out with the seeds because that's what I have here in front of me. So from New Earth Heirloom Seeds, this is one of the new companies that I just discovered. We have Brad's Atomic Grape Tomato, Amana orange beefsteak tomato, honey drop cherry tomato, chocolate stripes beefsteak tomato, black crim tomato, Paul Robinson tomato. Sergey picked these out, and I'm just like, where are we planting all of these tomatoes? Because we need more room for dahlias. Black crim beefsteak tomato and sweet Valentine lettuce. These are the ones that he picked out because I was paying attention to the flowers and talking to the owners of the company, and he was out getting these. So we are going to be growing a lot of tomatoes. From Epic Gardening, we got the Tropical Sunset, which I'm very excited to try these. I hope they're sweet, like our Sun Gold, maybe sweeter. I'm not sure yet. Can't wait to try those. And then from Wild Dreams Farm and Seed Company, we got Ukrainian beefsteak tomato, and then we got the Berner Rose beefsteak tomato. I'm excited. I'm really excited for these two, actually. And then we also picked up some sunflowers. We already ordered a ton of sunflowers from Johnny Seeds, but Dan's Dahlias, they also sell sunflowers. So I got Sunflower Tricolor Explosion. This is going to be a really beautiful one. Sunflower Starburst Green Burst, and then Sunflower Sunrich Yellow. So those are the seeds that we bought. Now for our indoor house plant, we ended up going with that little succulent. Poor thing fell over during the travel, so I'm going to have to add some more soil to it, but it's very different. I've never seen a succulent like this, but I'm very excited to have this on my computer desk. So that is our houseplant pickup. Bag actually has some gifts, I think, that some of you were so sweet and kind enough to bring to me. So I'm going to put those down there. I'm excited about those as well. And let's look at the tools that we got. One of the things I'm always looking for is a good garden snip. So I got these Garden Guru garden snips, and I usually will use these for indoor houseplant. I'm going to probably use this for arranging flowers. I have one that I really love, and it's kind of like my tried and true. It's one that I use all of the time when I'm arranging flowers, but I do like to try different brands to see if there's anything exciting or if they work better, if they feel better in my hand. The ones that I use just are very ergonomic to my hand, so I like those, but I also love trying new brands. So I am going to, I'll give you feedback if you guys want feedback on that one. And then from Power Planter, we got this. They actually gifted this to me. This is a water quencher, and it's a way to deep water your plants. I am very, very curious and excited about this. So we're gonna do a full video, talk a little bit more about this product, but it could be game changing. Now for our antiques, I wish I would have gone on day one because there was a lot of good stuff, but I also saw so many people walking out with boxes and boxes of antiques. And I was just like, let me see what you got. I was so excited. I should have gone there first because I feel like they got picked through quite a bit. But I found this French onion soup bowl from Belgium, and I am going to use this to arrange flowers. It has little lion heads on the side, but I absolutely love this. And this came from Details Home and Garden. Finally, for the good stuff, the dahlias. I am very excited about some of these varieties that we picked up. Some of them I've grown before and I lost during our freeze, so I'm happy to bring them back into the mix. First batch came from Bad Birdie Blooms, and she is just the sweetest person. I love her so much. I am very excited about her dahlias, and she's just the sweetest thing. So the first one is Cafe de Paris. This is such a beautiful dahlia, and we used to have it, but we lost it again during the freeze. Happy to bring her back into the mix. We also have Salmon Runner, another one that I grew, I think, 2 years ago, and we lost her, but it's such a good performer and lots of blooms with this one. And then Singer's Hope. I know I had Singer's Hope at one point, but again, I'm pretty sure I just lost it during the freeze, but this one is gorgeous. Platinum Blonde. I love this dahlia. I've seen it so many times. It's a good white anemone dahlia, but the 2 times that I bought it, I don't know if I just bought it from an unreliable source. I'm not sure what happened, but none of them bloomed. So I checked this specifically. I looked at it. I'm like, okay, I see the eyes. It looks good. So we are very excited about growing this one. And then Mrs. Miley. Now this one is new. I haven't seen anybody talk about this one, but it looks like to be like a deep kind of burnt orange with a darker center. I don't know if this is just new to the market. It's definitely new to me, but this one is going to be very fun to play with. And then from the Dahlia house, I picked up a few from there, and they're having their sale coming up. I'm not sure when it is, but if you follow them on social media, Anne will announce when their sale is going to be. But of course, I opened them up because I wanted to see what they look like. The first one that we picked up is Nadia Rue. I think I showed you guys that one on the wall. Miss Amara. These are nice tubers. And then Creamy. So those three, I am going to get an early start on these because I want to take cuttings from them. We also picked up this beautiful little pot. This again is by Pots by Emma. This is Anne's daughter, and she makes these beautiful, beautiful pottery. So 2 of those that I get to arrange with. And then finally, Dan's Dahlias. This was my bag he was holding for me in the back in his cash register. And let me show you all of the varieties that I picked up. So starting out with More Place, again, that's that dark palm variety. We also have Midnight Moon, which is just a beautiful white lavender. Excited about this one. We also have Olivia Marine, which is just a lacinated white one. This is going to be pretty. I feel like this will be a really good bridal flower right here. We also have Holly Hill Spider Woman. We have Amber Queen, which is just a palm, kind of like a bronzy color. We've had this one before in rotation, but I lost her during the freeze. We also have Jabberbox, which is just a really pretty bronze pink one, kind of like right up my alley in terms of color. And then we have Bloomquest Joel. This is a beautiful tuber. My gosh, that's a big tuber. This one is a lacinated red. Then we have Urchin, which is just a dark purple, kind of reddish color. I'm excited about that one. And then the Octopus Sparkle, which is that anemone orange yellow one that I showed you guys. Very unique form. And finally, I got Lake Ontario, which is a yellow one, and it has like these dark red outlining on the petals. You guys should be proud of me because look, I am getting a pretty bright yellow one. And you guys know how I feel about yellow dahlias. I've always struggled to find a good one. So I think this one has a lot of potential. So anyways, that is what we bought at the Garden Flower Show.